Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video of DCC Wrestling, and today we're going to be predicting WWE Backlash 2023 taking place in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Expected it to be sold out, and if anything of yesterday was a note, this crowd would be rocking for this event. We have a 6-match card slated for tonight's show. This video will be going up today as the day of Backlash. So we're going to try to get this out the way and quick. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe down below. And let's get this started. You want to kick this off with us or what?
You got it.
Oh, you want me to do it?
No.
Okay. So our first match we have Seth Rollins versus Omos. Now this match came completely out of nowhere. Seth Rollins found out just like how everybody else found out via a prompt on Friday Night Smackdown like a week or two before. There is no build here. This is just another impressive feat for someone who can beat Omos. That's just the way I see it. Like I said on like the draft predictions is you move him and you move him to SmackDown, and if you want to build him, this is the chance to build him. But this will be yet another opportunity where Omos will come up short because Seth Rollins will pick up the W here. Seth Rollins is the one who needs the W, quite frankly, with the announcement of the new championship and the tournament that we will have after tonight's event, with the draft picks taking in effect come Monday. Seth Rollins will be, I predict he will be in the finals for that tournament, just to crown the new World Heavyweight Championship. So Seth Rollins picks up the dub here, and I hope this free agency status for Omos don't last too long. He needs to be on SmackDown. You need to put Cedric and them on SmackDown with Lashley so you can have the Hurt Business back together. Omos can serve as their enforcer, and they can go up against the Bloodline at some point in time. This is the only time to do it now, since they all on both. Well, since everybody's on SmackDown besides everybody else from the Hurt Business. Bobby Lashley's on there, so you put everybody from the Hurt Business on SmackDown. But Seth Rollins picks up the W for me.
Yeah, I agree. This match just came out of nowhere. No build. You watch Raw this past week, you wouldn't even know they were fighting on the pay-per-view tonight. No build whatsoever. I think we said this the WrestleMania review or one of those two. They got to quit doing Omos this way. Eventually, he's gonna lose his stature, for lack of a better word. Big guy who just keeps coming out. He looks menacing. They make do everything to make him look menacing, but it doesn't do anything for him if he keep losing. He doesn't pick up the win here, Seth Rollins, all day.
Yep, agreed. We'll see what they do, what the plans is after this match. Next match we're going to talk about the Triple Threat United States Championship match with the United States Champion Austin Theory defending his title against Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley. Now, after the draft, both Bobby Lashley and Austin Theory are now on SmackDown and Bronson Reed is on Raw, so I think that eliminates Bronson Reed from winning this title. But if it was me, I would put it on Bronson Reed, but I don't think they will, since they own separate brands now. So I'm going to take Austin Theory via cowardly way, like either capitalizing off a move that Lashley or Bronson Reed hit on the other. That's the only way I can see it. I can see Lashley winning so you can keep him away from Roman for a while, but I think Lashley would be another person to be in the ring, step in the ring with Roman for that WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. So that's why I don't see it Lashley winning this match.
I'm going with Bobby Lashley. just hear me out. If Austin Theory wins, I can see that happening. Him taking advantage of somebody moves, right? I mean somebody hitting a big move like Lashley or Bronson Reed. Who does he pin though? You know, that's the only thing. So the only reason why I would go with Lashley, get him the championship. He can fight somebody else on SmackDown. Then coming out of Backlash, you can throw Austin Theory in a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Title tournament, and I would have him actually win it and go on Night of Champions. And I mean, you're gonna need a heel I feel like um, depends on who comes out of Raw. So that's why I would do Bobby Lashley here, because I mean Bobby Lashley can still be the U.S. champion and still be a credible challenger for Roman Reigns.
Okay. Um, you say you had Lashley win because I just think with the moves that has been made via the draft that you won't. I mean, not saying Lashley can't have those matches, but you want to see Austin Theory become more credible as a champion with banger matches, right? So that's why SmackDown got a Cameron Grimes and something like that. I don't see Grayson Waller being in the ring with him. Maybe, you never know. But Cameron Grimes is the most definite, right? So maybe Butch. You never know. We don't know. So you don't know. I don't know. I mean, Austin Theory needs more matches to become a credible guy. Now, there's the infamous saying of the man don't make the championship. Well, the championship don't make the man make the championship. Now, in this case, Theory's not making a championship. No one cares about him as the U.S. champion. I can see the championship being taken off of him, but if we trying to make him or build him up, he has to have more credible matches. So I say keep it on him and have him feud with people like Cameron Grimes, etc.
Yeah, no, I mean I agree. The only thing I don't agree with you is that I mean he hasn't. It's not on him to make the U.S. title. You know what I mean? Great. They have to book him too. I mean when he coming out of WrestleMania, he was pretty much directionless. I mean he keeps fighting Bobby Lashley. I mean he's been fighting Bobby Lashley even before WrestleMania. And then if it wasn't Bobby Lashley, it was Seth Rollins. I mean, you just got to get him more opponents to work with. I just think him winning the triple threat, matches and going to Night of Champions and challenging for the World Heavyweight title will just put more heat on him. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't saying he gonna win it. I'm just saying like if okay, let's just say if it is Seth Rollins coming out of Monday Night Raw, right, which everybody in the world is predicting. I hope it's Drew McIntyre, but it's not looking that way with the reports. But if it is Seth Rollins, then you would need somebody to go in there and okay, you get Seth Rollins and Austin Theory again, but you get more heat on Austin Theory by putting him in that match right away. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we look at the SmackDown landscape, okay, say we do get AJ Styles win this whole tournament, right? Somebody has to lose. You know what I'm saying? And most people think Rollins is gonna win. So if Rollins does come out of Raw, I don't want him beating AJ Styles. I'd rather him beat Austin Theory. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And then you can keep Bobby. I mean, Bobby Lashley with the U.S. title, he legit, right? They gonna book him mess up, and then he can still have banger matches with whoever. Then you could do something with him, and maybe Solo Sikoa beats Bobby Lashley, and then with Roman Reigns help or the Bloodline help, then you get that program going with Roman and Lashley coming out of Night of Champions or something. I don't know, something like that. Then you can eventually work to Rhodes maybe winning Money in the Bank and transitioning to SmackDown. That's just down in the future, but that's why I would do Austin Theory.
And you said you don't know how the finish would happen with Austin Theory capitalizing off someone
Yeah,
win.
I,
You
I
can
just don't want him. I just don't want him pinning Lashley or Bronson Reed. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like he ain't really been doing much. I wouldn't rather see any one of them guys' shoulders pinned to the mat. They need to be booked strong. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. That's why I would do it that way. Somebody um, uh, pins Austin Theory. That's what I would do. Because these guys have been booked better than Austin Theory.
Yeah, I can see that. But one way Austin Theory can do it is to finish similar to what they had at Survivor Series, the triple threat with Rollins, Theory, and Rollins, Theory, and Lashley. Where Lashley I think hit the spear on Rollins, and then Theory fell on top of Rollins and got the cover, something like that. So you never know. We'll see. But I'm gonna take Theory. You taking Lashley. Next matchup we have is the Raw Women's Championship match with SmackDown's champion, now essentially Bianca Belair, who's moved from Raw to SmackDown and bringing the Raw Championship with her, will be defending her championship against Damage Control's Io Sky. Now, this match has happened a little earlier for my liking, but I understand getting Bianca in there with somebody who can bring out a break, like a banger performance with Io Sky, and we all know how great Io Sky is. If you watched her in NXT, former NXT Women's Champion, I think she might be two-time NXT Women's Champion, but she was a great NXT Women's Champion. So this match, I believe, will be a bar burner between Bianca and Io. But me personally, I will take Io, but I don't see her winning. I'm gonna take Bianca in this match.
Yeah, I think Bianca's going to win. It would be awesome if Io does win, though. Then you can branch out and do different challengers. But I mean, there are some different people on SmackDown. Bianca Belair can face, so let's just see.
Okay. Hopefully, when Money in the Bank roll around, hopefully Io's in there and maybe she can get another run, or maybe she can cash in. We don't know, man.
Who knows? I guess it just depends on who's going to be in the women's Money in the Bank. It's an exciting prospect, though. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to see Liv Morgan or Raquel with the briefcase. Just period. Not right now. Somebody else. I think, honestly, early pick. Uh, somebody from Damage Control. Either Dakota or Baylor. I don't see
Nah,
Becky needing it.
nah.
I'm probably Dakota though. I think Dakota may do. I mean, because this just drives the wedge further into Damage Control. You know, Bayley already want the women's world title, and she keeps wanting to get the world. You know, the championship matches. This time maybe this will be Dakota's way in. You know what I'm saying? One of them may beat her. I don't know. We'll see. Preferably Dakota or Io, just to do something different. Then you can branch away from Bianca and go to the route. Maybe Damage Control feuding over the women's title. You know.
Okay. Okay. We both got Bianca in this match, unfortunately. Well, not to say it like that, but Io should be up there when it comes to the women's championship. But hopefully her performance opened up eyes. Our next matchup is the 6-man tag team match with the Bloodline, Jimmy and Jey Uso and Solo Sikoa taking on the teams of Matt Riddle and the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Now, yeah, this is another layer from the Bloodline story, and I'm glad that they split these teams up. I preferred Owens and Zayn to go to Raw, which happened, and the Usos to stay on SmackDown, which happened. So we can get a break from the Usos and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn can take those titles to Raw, to Monday Night Raw, and branch off and fight other tag teams. This match is kind of hard to gauge, to be honest, because one breath I can see the Bloodline losing with one of the Usos taking the fall, mainly probably Jimmy. And I can see the team of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Matt Riddle losing with Matt Riddle taking the loss. So I'm conflicted between who I'm going to pick here. But I'll go with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Matt Riddle taking the victory here. And with one of the Usos picking up losing the match for the team. Because Solo's going to be built, he's going to be booked like a monster, like he always is. I don't think Jay is going to take the losing fall. And with Roman coming back on Friday, a loss will have them further develop the story of them trying to branch out the Usos from the Bloodline, which I understand, but I don't quite frankly like, because in retrospect, Solo Sikoa is not the only one who's helped Roman keep those championships. The Usos been there to help him keep those championships. Now, I had a promo in my head like a couple days ago. Once they started the draft, and they didn't pick the Usos, they just picked Solo, Paul Heyman, and Roman Reigns. And you know how Jimmy came to the back and asked why Solo went out there for Jimmy's match. Well, Jay came out there and asked Solo why he went out there for Jimmy's match. And I was like, maybe they can do a promo where like, don't get too caught up in your head like you the main one that's the protector of the Bloodline. You ain't the only one to help Roman keep those titles. Like Jay just going off on a wise man and shit. Like, he ain't the only one. Solo's not the only one to help Roman keep the titles. Before Solo, it was us. And with Solo still here, it was still us. So without us as much as him, Roman wouldn't have those championships if it wasn't for the Usos. They can do some work off that and just be like, why Solo trying to branch itself off away from the family? That's our brother. You just his cousin type shit. Like, you can see some shit forming right there. At least I can. But I'll take Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens and Matt Riddle in this match.
I agree. maybe Sami Zayn and them lose though. I'm just thinking because the Usos been losing too much since WrestleMania. I feel like only person that's been winning is Solo, right? Um, it's been a hard one to pick. If the Bloodline does lose, I can see Jimmy probably losing, taking a fall, and then something happening to him on SmackDown, and then that opens Jay's eyes to what Sami Zayn's really been saying. This storyline's so good. I don't know. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Sami and them too. Just see where this goes.
Okay. Okay. We're in agreement there. Our next matchup, we have the SmackDown Women's Championship match with Rhea Ripley defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against Puerto Rico's own Zelina Vega. Now, this match just happened out of circumstance, right? Being that it's in Puerto Rico and Zelina Vega is of Puerto Rican descent, she's the only one credible to challenge Rhea for this championship at Puerto Rico. So, I mean, it was just a match made in heaven, if you want to say. But don't nobody sees Zelina Vega coming out here and beating Rhea for the championship. There ain't no chance of that. So, Rhea Ripley all day. There's no need to go into nothing else deep into it. Rhea Ripley picks up the W here. Something you want to add? Okay. Alright, so we have a pretty I wouldn't even call it a blood feud, just something that happened after the night of WrestleMania. We have Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Would you call this a grudge match? Okay, I wouldn't call it a grudge match neither. But after the events of WrestleMania, we all know what happened, so we're not going to go into it and dig further deep into the rabbit hole. So the night after WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar was going to team up with Cody Rhodes against Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns in the main event, but ended up attacking Cody Rhodes from behind. Reasons? No one knows. It was reported that Brock was mad that he opened the show at WrestleMania Night 2, but that is an incredible argument because at WrestleMania 36 he opened the show up, right? Against Seth Rollins for the Universal title. So I don't see why that's the reason. And I don't know, man. I don't know what to get on this match. I just feel like this should have been for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. You can tell just by how the way Cody is, just like his pop. Like, Cody's over, bro. So we ain't gonna get into him being over, but something that caught my eye that's just more funny for me when it comes to the build of this match is how Brock Lesnar's coming up there like the Undertaker. One comment that had my ass weak was they called his ass Lesnar Texas Ranger because he had the black coat and the cowboy hat and shit. I was like, man, the internet is fucking undefeated. They're fucking ridiculous. Cody should pick up the win here, man. But we could see it during the Saudi Arabia just to keep Cody away from that tournament for the World Heavyweight Championship. But I'm picking Cody so he can continue the story. And his main story is going after Roman Reigns. Then we get to Money in the Bank with him winning and challenging Roman at SummerSlam. So I'm taking Cody.
All in agreement. Yeah, this match just came out of nowhere. I mean, Cody has been doing his best to build it up with Brock Lesnar's lack of explanation on why he attacked him. Cody's trying. It's not bad. It's gonna be a good match. Cody better get the back of his head ready because he's gonna be thrown around a little bit. But I think Cody Rhodes is picking up the W. Hopefully. And then maybe we get him in one of the triple threat matches the next on Monday Night Raw, and maybe Brock Lesnar attacks him. Who knows? I wouldn't put him in a triple threat match just to be, frank, just to be clear, because his story isn't with the World Heavyweight titles, with the titles Roman has. So, but that'd probably be another way to get him on Saudi Arabia, and probably Brock ain't gonna miss that payday. So, who knows?
I honestly don't see no problem with him being in a triple threat match, being that he's the top star on Raw, so you want your top guys vying for that new World Heavyweight Championship. And he don't have to win no match. You can always do where Brock Lesnar comes out and attacks him and calls him to the match, and someone else picks up the victory. So then that lead to something else, maybe another match at Saudi Arabia. You don't know, but I wouldn't be opposed to him being in a triple threat match, even though his story is not with that title. So I can see them doing that on Monday, and we're gonna continue this story with Brock and Cody up until Money in the Bank. But Cody picks up the dub. You have something for me, or you do it? Okay, good. Now to what I think will be the main event of the show, is we have two superstars, or one wrestler, one megastar, and Bad Bunny and Damien Priest in a San Juan Street Fight. Now I think this will be the main event because you want to send the crowd home happy. Wouldn't you say? I think, but granted, the people already be happy just because the event is in Puerto Rico and they ain't been here in almost 20 years, so they'd be happy nonetheless. This street fight, I like what Damian Priest was doing last Monday. I mean, when Bad Bunny announced that it was going to be a street fight, how Damian Priest was going off. I'm like, I'm Damian Priest. You know what you're getting yourself into? And Bad Bunny's fucking probably what, like a butt 75, soaking wet, maybe less than that. And he's going up against fucking Damian Priest in a fucking street fight. But I can see this match being with a lot of interference from both groups, the LWO and the Judgment Day. And that will end up helping Bad Bunny to pick up the win. So I'm going to take Bad Bunny here it's in Puerto Rico. It's in his backyard, even though Damian Priest is from here too. But Bad Bunny is the mega star here, and you want to send that crowd home happy with Bad Bunny picking up the W. So I'll take Bad Bunny with interference from LWO. You guys, you got anything?
No, I agree. I think it's gonna be a fun match with the interference. They put a lot of trust in Damian Priest and Bad Bunny here, doing a singles match, and plus we're giving them all the toys to play with. So hopefully this is a hard hitting match. You want trying to take it easy on Bad Bunny, but he's shown that he's capable of taking a punch or two in the ring. So it should be fun. Main event. I think Bad Bunny's picking up the win. It's not gonna hurt Priest any. This is probably a dream for those guys being from Puerto Rico. The main event of a WWE show in their home country. So yeah. Bad Bunny. See where they go from here.
Yeah, and I don't think Damian Priest loses nothing from this loss. You're going against Bad Bunny. Your credibility don't lose nothing once you lose this match. So yeah, Bad Bunny picks up the W here. That will conclude our predictions for Backlash. We're going to see how the show plays out tonight. If you want to watch the show, it is on Peacock at 7 Eastern time, 7 p.m. Eastern time.
I think kickoff is at 7, the show's at 8.
Okay. Kickoff's at 7 Eastern and the show's at 8. I predict it would be a great show no matter the builds. And the crowd from last night is any factor or any teaser of what it's going to be like tonight. The show will be rocking, so I'm looking forward to it. Last words, bro?
No, just enjoy Backlash. And we'll see you after the show.
All right. Well, with that being said, we would like to thank you guys for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe down below. And we'll see you guys for our draft results coming up the next day or two. We out.